Hello, everybody, and welcome. War Raven Gaming here, coming at you loud and clear and breaking his creations. I decided to do something a little different today. I'm going to showcase one of my builds. I know I had promised to showcase for when I hit 15 subs, but apparently that's not going to happen, and I'm making my loyal subs suffer trying to get new ones. So, yeah. Hey there, Chris. I'm here, a potato. Oh, nice. Oh, but yeah, this is my smeltery concept. If I can fix this real quick. Got a little too excited. There we go. And this is it. A smeltery in a box. One room that covers everything. Runs on logs. You don't have to get a ton of coal. And there's nothing in here to smelt. We got to fix that. That means I've smelted. Woo! You got your 360 back. Nice. Sweet. Get Minecraft, man. Maybe we can co-op something. Ton of iron smelted. Let's go ahead and put some more in there. There we go. This thing, believe it or not, took me quite a while to build. And I know it doesn't look like much from in here. Let me get a little light on the subject over in this corner. Don't like that. Wind up with a spawning platform here. Let's see, where do I want to put it? Right here. Go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Oops. The hard part wasn't the room. The hard part was all of this. This is my super smelter. And this thing runs a dual purpose. Like I said, it runs on logs, but it's not the logs that are smelting. That would get expensive. The logs actually come down into this circuit here. Well, into this furnace here, which is connected to this circuit. I'll explain that in a sec. But the logs become coal, drop down here, run along here, get spit up into this water stream to come back down as coal to smelt more coal. Then, when this gets completely full, this hopper gets 23 in it. It powers this little circuit here, which unlocks this hopper, allowing coal to start running along here. And when enough coal is in here to power this circuit, it activates this minecart, which races down, adds coal to 6 furnaces, comes back, and reloads. Keeping these 6 furnaces fairly evenly distributed of coal. They always at least have coal in them. And then on the other end, you put your smelted materials in the chest up there. They come down here, come along this line, and I've got this one on a redstone drop. I wasn't able to do that with this one because coal smelts one item at a time. So basically, if I ran it along one like this, that one coal would come all the way to the end and then drop in this last furnace. So I had to do it on minecart. I had no choice in the matter. It runs too slow. But this one, I run on a drop system, which fills all the furnaces with items to smelt all at once. When they're done smelting, they come down here to this elevator up here, which I could have finished it there and just had them drop into a chest right here. How long have I been married? Oh, wow. I'm glad she's taking a nap right now. If I remember right, going on 11 years. Yeah, about 11 years. But yeah, they go up this elevator to a water stream up here to dump down into that hopper into this collection chest, which is getting kind of full. I might want to clear some inventory. There we go. That gives 9 more sections. You have an idea? Hey, I'm always open to ideas, man. Now, I'll tell you what, guys. On PC, I might see making this in survival. And maybe even on the newer consoles. Uh, the Xbox One and the PS4. But on the 360, the way the villager mechanics are seeming to work, it's really unrealistic because of the amount of iron that's needed. Oh, there's an idea. Do the whole mumbo thing. See if I can fill your house creations with redstone creations. Ooh! But on console instead of PC. That would be an interesting challenge. That really would, because as you can see from my circuitry, the logic engine for redstone on console is quite a bit different from the PC. A lot of the circuits that Mumbo does, they're similar, but they don't work quite the same. I'm not sure why 4J did it that way. I don't know if it's 4J that did it that way or if it was oh, I'm having a brain fart. Bear with me, guys. I just woke up about an hour ago. Mojang. I don't know if it was 4J or Mojang that did it, but the logic on the console is actually a bit closer to the old Minecraft redstone logic. I mean, we do have the new items in, like the observer, comparators, daylight sensors. We have these items in, but the logic engine for the way redstone acts, how it will connect, how it'll power, is closer to pre-observer and all that. I'm trying to remember. I'm not good with the numbers and stuff, but I'm thinking like around 1.7. So yeah, it would be an interesting challenge to see what kind of redstone contraptions I could fit into somebody's house build. That would actually be fun. I like that idea. I love redstoning. Where I'm on console, it's hard to really become part of the real redstoning community because my contraptions tend to be basically what they did years ago. So I have to look outside the box to come up with new ideas for the same contraptions. And why are these two not working all of a sudden? Surely they're not out of materials to smelt. Oh, wow. Yeah, guys, this thing works really quickly. Surprisingly for, yeah, see, wow. Huh? How in the world did that happen? Why are these got so much in them? They shouldn't. Those should not, oops, those should not have that much in them. Where'd that iron go? Oh, they went down here, didn't they? Yep. That doesn't make any sense. These should not have that much materials in them. They should all have evenly spaced. What happened? What is going on with the system? Drop it back in and see if by some chance I can catch why it's doing that. See, now it's activated. It's dropping one. Yeah, it's dropping one at a time. Why did it do that? Huh. Okay, I'm just going to chalk that up as a random glitch. Because that doesn't make any sense. It's working now. That was weird. Oh, you're back. Nice. Yeah, as I was saying, man, that actually does sound like a lot of fun. I would love to do that. I mean, with the PC, Redstone Logistics, Mumbo's actually got it kind of easy because he can squeeze a lot of circuitry into a very small space. The logistics on console, however, runs closer to, like I said earlier, I'm not real good. What kind of house? I don't care. You can make the house as big and or as small as you want. It is all part of the challenge. Surprise me. The bigger the house, the more should be able to put in. Depends on how the rooms are designed and stuff. The smaller the house, the bigger the challenge, though. So let's shed some light down here. I've got this on peaceful, but in case someday I decide to put it on easy for whatever reason, or even hard, this is a redstone testing world, and some of my testing does require spawning mobs. That's inevitable. It always happens. Like modern, rustic, suburban. Dude, it don't matter. That's up to you completely. And actually, if I get a variation of builds, that would help me out because as I'm repairing walls and designs and stuff, that'll help teach me building styles for each type of building design. Like I said, I'm not the greatest of builders. Got iron glitching into the glass. Really? Well, that's a challenge. That's the risk I took using glass, but I wanted to be able to see that. In a survival, SpongeBob's house? Oh, that would be a trip. Oh, that would be a trip. SpongeBob has all the modern amenities. Oh. Oh, if nothing else, I think I would get a kick out of that. Okay, I'm sure you guys are tired of looking at this contraption. Let's move on to another one. This was a concept I had. It's not completely finished, but it's finished enough to see where it's going. This is my sorting room. The idea to this concept was you never have to go down to your actual storage room once it's built. Once your storage room is built, you should never have to see that again. Everything is done up here. With Scar. You got the idea from Scar. I would have thought the idea would have come more from Grian because he just did Squidward's house and his base in Hermitcraft 6. Scar. When did he do a SpongeBob theme? He pranked him? I missed that one. Ah! Okay, that's supposed to be 64. What happened? Oops. His latest vid. I'm going to have to look that up. That might be one of my alerts that's up. What happened? That's supposed to be a full stack of redstone. I might have to adjust the what's it called? Give me a second. Pulse extender. Like I said, guys, I just woke up a little over an hour ago, so my brain's still a little muddled. Yeah, this, believe it or not, is a pulse extender. And that's what I had to figure out to use up here because of the amount of space standard pulse extenders use. Not to mention the fact standard pulse extenders are only adjustable to a point. This one right here is fully adjustable to be used for something like this. If you want 64 in a stack to come out, you add, let me see, which one is it? It's the second, no, the first one is the redstone, which runs down here into, oh boy. I don't remember which one's which. Okay. First one is this one. Runs down this into the bottom one. Okay. Yeah, let me add one more here. That should give me a full stack of redstone when I push the button. It takes a second for everything to run through the system. And there it comes. I want to set this up on a faster clock, but I'm not sure how I would do that right now. You done? Okay. Bingo! Full stack. Full stack of redstone. I also have diamonds hooked up. I think I've got it set to give you 6 diamonds. I don't know why I picked 6. I should probably set it at half a stack. That would give you enough for, no, 5 diamonds at a time. Okay. I can see why I did 5 at a time. But I'm trying to think how much it takes to make all of your stuff. Oh, you're forgetting one, man. Grian, Scar, Wells Knight, yes, they are all building gods on Minecraft. But you're forgetting one. Jeracroft. Jeracroft is, in my opinion, probably the best creative builder in all of Minecraft. He cannot help. Oh, you need to watch him. You need to. He can't help but make epic builds. He is amazing. Survival builder, yes, I would have to say Scar is. And Scar is a trip because he'll throw in color combinations that you would never think would work. And somehow he makes them work. That's what I love about Scar's building. He just, I don't know, he just absolutely thinks outside the box and makes the impossible possible. Grian is a god for interior design. I'm a little behind on Scar's Hermitcraft 6 series right now. I've caught Grians, I've caught Mumbos, I've caught most of Exuma's, which I'm about to watch another one of his. I've watched some of False Symmetries, but I don't know. This season, she seems to be a little out of sorts. Yeah, Grian's fantastic. Grian, to be honest with you, though, his exteriors look good, but I think his strongest point is interior design. He can create anything inside. Oh, tutorials, yes. Oh my goodness, that boy can do some tutorials. He is definitely one of the best tutorial builders. Something I haven't attempted yet, not at any real extent. And no, I am not going to try to do a tutorial on a build like this. Of course, thanks to tutorials, I actually could possibly make this system run a little bit faster simply by replacing these with observer blocks. Run me line of observer blocks down. This last one will have to be an extender like that. Honestly, I don't see Mumbo doing a tutorial on something like this. This is just outrageous. He might do a time-lapse build on something like this, but I don't see him doing a tutorial. This thing is monstrous. That one over there, maybe. Maybe. I just gave myself some food for thought. Put observers in here to run the signal. Just this last one will have to be on an extender because, well, not extender, piston pushing a redstone block. Because I need enough power to go ahead and activate this. And I think a half tick pulse coming from an observer just won't do it. I don't think it'll do it. That's a problem I've been running into when I try to do builds like this with observers, is that half tick pulse just isn't enough to activate some things. But I don't know. With it having the comparator, or not comparator, the repeater pushing a signal after this, it might. It might. But that's definitely some food for thought because let me see here. That's 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, 4 tick, 5 ticks wasted trying to do that. And in 1 tick, let's see, it would activate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it would actually cut the time in half to get my power down here. That's an idea. When I designed this one, I was still getting used to observers. And I was having trouble figuring out the uses for them. Of course, now you've got contraptions like, let's see, where is it? Nope, it's under redstone. There we go. This button. Okay. You could do something like this. Come on, if it'll, nope, it's going up. I knew it would. So let's break these. There we go. Easy peasy build like this. And all of a sudden, you've got disco lights. I mean, and just looking at that, seeing how those lights come on, you begin to understand how the observers actually work. And it takes a fraction of a tick to get power through an observer to wherever you're going. So you begin to understand where you can use observers to bypass a lot of stuff. This down here, I'm sure somebody's been eyeballing this every time I pass it. It's just one of my early attempts at trying to extend a micro melon farm. Use the same concept so that you don't have to figure out bud switches and all this. It can be cheaply made. This was one of my early attempts. For anybody who's watched my series up to now, you guys know I have come a long way on that. I've strung together 8 watermelon, or not melons, it was pumpkins. Strung together 8 pumpkins and had them all bud. Just like that. This isn't my only redstone testing world, though. This is one of many. In fact, I can come out of here, find another redstone testing world. Let's see here. Hey, see what's in this one. Oh, this is one of my bigger redstone testing worlds. I've actually had testing worlds that got so big, I deleted them. Oh, I remember. I was trying to work on a design to look right for a base I was building. I've got auto wheat farm here. This is when I was trying to learn this circuit, which I've used in my series recently. Minecart will actually stop here, dump out its stuff, and then move on. Let's see. Think. Ah. I love these things. And I'm thinking about making a 2x3 piston door here. Oh, what's up, Chris? I'm thinking about making a 2x3 piston door here. I would do away with this up top. Do all this like this. Doing away with this ceiling. And when the stairs go down, have a 2x3 piston door close so that looks like a dead-end hallway, basically. Hide the button somewhere. If you know where it's at, you've got yourself a set of stairs coming up. If you guys can tell by the circuitry, this was done a long time ago. That is a huge, huge amount of redstone for a simple contraption. These days, I could do that in probably a half. Yeah, this right here is how I lit the light in the hallway. I've got, let's see here, a couple of rising edge monostable circuits. I've got, and it wasn't too long ago because I did do this to give myself a pulse up on there. Why did I pulse that though? Was there really a point to pulsing that? The pulse should have actually been up here. That would be just fine. Oh, I see what I did. That powered that one. This one moving actually wound up giving me the power to here. That's why I did that. Okay. Okay, that's why I did that. This one extending actually powered these. And right off the top of my head, I can't think of how I could make that circuitry work any better. But it'd be something to come back and play around with later. Definitely interesting. Huh, okay. Wow. Uh, this right here. Oh, that's right. I had a villager in there to do sales. He despawned for some reason. That was just something I did because my farms were creating so much stuff. This was. Why are you there? You're not supposed to be there. Come on, melons, melons, melons. Huh. That shouldn't happen. Oh boy, where's my bone meal? There it is. That should not happen. There we go. Yeah, this monstrosity. Very expensive because of all these observers. I was trying to implement observers into, well, my farming, and yeah. Now, here was a different form of monostable circuit that I came up with specifically for this build. Because those of you guys who have tried to use these and farming know that once that moves forward, it's an infinite bud. They will just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going, and they will not stop. So I came up with this particular monostable circuit just to give it an extension. I guess in a sense you could say that's just basically another form of a pulse extender. Did it twice. Did one for melons, one for pumpkins. Don't know why. I do crazy stuff. Oh yeah, this is the. Let me. Oh man, really? Break that. Fix this. There we go. Playing around with a redstone clock here. This runs on observers. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Over here, I'm not sure what I was doing. Now over here, I was trying to work on a villager breeding system. Never did work quite right. Not to mention the fact lately I've been trying to redesign it because this is entirely too dependent on packed ice. And I've run into many a world where I just cannot get packed ice. So I've been trying to redesign the distribution of food, and I'm having a very difficult time of it. 113, it wouldn't be a problem. 113, this would be so simple. But, oh well. See here. Piston feed tape that I never could get to work right. Disco lights. Mob spawner. Like I said, inevitably my redstone worlds do tend to need mob spawning at some point or another. See, cave design or tunnel design. Oh man, I just remembered this tunnel, and I think I erased this world and started over. Oh, I have a bad habit of that. I have a horrible habit of that. I build a world so far, and then I get to working on another one, and I forget what's in a world. I erase it, and then I come back and see something like this in my testing world, and think, why? Why did I erase that? Oh yeah, my gold farm. I can't remember who I watched. This is, oh no. This is a lag master, and I think it just crashed my Xbox. Oh, I should not have come in here. It did. It did. I can't even bring up the Xbox menu. It completely crashed my Xbox. So on that note, guys, I guess I'm gonna have to call it here. You guys know the drill. If you like what you see, you want to see more of it, slap that like button, subscribe, show me some love, guys, because you know I love you too. And until I see you again, I'll bid you adieu.